In this video, I'll be borrowing 10 minutes of your precious time to tell you some useless information about Red Dead Redemption 2 that you will undoubtedly forget about as soon as you click off this video. So without further ado, let's begin. In the mission, Blessed Are the Peacemakers, Arthur gets hogtied and put on the back of a horse by the O'Driscolls, shown in this cutscene. However, during this cutscene, if you were to pause the game and unpause it again, these button prompts will appear. For anyone who don't know, these are the button prompts that will pop up in online if another player hogties you. During the cutscene, you are able to interact with these button prompts, however they will disappear too quickly to trigger any of them. As I'm sure some of you know, there is a small, almost unnoticeable church in Lemoyne. The reason why I put this in the video is because it is so goddamn random. There is no information about this church whatsoever, and it has absolutely zero context. Even when you inspect it, it just says, "I found a tiny church." So it is quite literally just a tiny church in the middle of nowhere. This fact is well known throughout the community, but I thought I'd showcase it anyway. This bridge in New Austin has a very unusual reaction if you were to throw a throwing knife in the third plank of the bridge. This was sadly removed from online, but is luckily still possible to do in story mode. As I'm sure some of you know, Arthur had a dog named Copper sometime before 1898. Apparently, Arthur would sometimes take baths with his dog, which I think is pretty cute.
My dog Copper used to take baths with me when he was alive.
However, Hosea had planned a big feast for the gang, but the dog apparently ate all of it. The dog passed away shortly after that. The hat Arthur wears is actually his father's. Throughout the game, Arthur has had a total of 12 nicknames. Despite having played the game a long time, I gotta admit there's some that even I don't know of. In the game files, there is a cut mission called TRE-2, which stands for Trelawney 2. This mission was apparently supposed to take place in Chapter 3, and it was supposedly about killing a bunch of bounty hunters with Dutch. According to the game files, it seems like this mission was already pretty much developed. There is props, entities, and animations for this mission, but for some reason it was scrapped. There is so much cut content from this mission that I won't be able to go over in this video, but if you're interested, Wildbrick142 has made a whole comment about this on the Red Dead Redemption 2 wiki. A lot of the locations in Red Dead Redemption 2 have an extremely strong resemblance to places found in real life, such as Braithwaite Manor, which is found in California, the Serpent Mount, which is found in Ohio, and many others. I have to admit, this is quite a sad one. O'Creagh's Run is actually named after John O'Creagh, who voiced Uncle in Red Dead Redemption 1. One of the main antagonists in the game is the Pinkerton Detective Agency. However, the Pinkerton Detective Agency is actually a real detective agency established around 1850 in the United States. To get 100% completion in the game, you need to do a total of 458 tasks/challenges. There is a ghost that can be found in Blue Water Marsh in the state of Lemoyne between the time of 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. This is just one of the 100, if not 1,000 of Easter eggs in Red Dead Redemption 2. However, this ghost in particular has a very disturbing backstory. This might be too disturbing to some viewers, so if you don't wish to hear this, skip to this timestamp on the screen. However, this ghost's name is Agnes Dowd, who apparently fell in love with a man that her parents did not approve of. Agnes would meet this man by an old tree in Blue Water Marsh. Agnes ended up getting pregnant, and the father of the child left her for another woman. She ended up getting the father back though, but she was unable to convince her own mother and father that he was worthy of her. Agnes' father ended up drawing a gun and killing the father of Agnes' child. It is heavily implied that Agnes had a mental breakdown after this and murdered her father in revenge, and possibly her mother, son, and others as well, after finally unaliving herself. To finish this off, we usually only see her in her ghost form. However, in the game files, you can see a human version of Agnes. You can sometimes find a blind man who you can donate some money to, and he will tell you some pretty cryptic things. However, some of these things he say can be directly correlated to another thing or another person. Take this one, for example.
Enjoy the world while you can. Enjoy today. For tomorrow awaits us all.
Tomorrow is a direct reference to death, so what he is really saying is, enjoy the world while you can. Enjoy today, for death awaits us all. Another example of this is this one.
Your whole life, sir. You have followed the wrong star.
The wrong star is referencing Dutch. There is many more like this, but I will not be able to go over them in this video. In the beta version of the game, Arthur was a lot more aggressive. This was due to the fact that Arthur was supposed to lose his son in the first chapter, which would lead to Arthur being much more violent. This is clearly shown in this cut dialogue with the O'Driscoll in chapter 1. Here is how it sounds in the game that we have today.
Where's Colm O'Driscoll? What are you bastards doing?
And here is what the cut voice line sounds like.
Tell me exactly where, or I will smash your head clean open.
There are other cut voice lines that really shows how aggressive Arthur was originally going to be. I have to say, this is a much different Arthur from the one we have in game today. I mean, the Arthur we were given took baths with his dog. There is a meteorite that can be found in Roanoke Valley. This meteorite is supposedly a direct reference to the Tunguska event. The Tunguska event was a mysterious explosion that occurred in 1908 in Siberia. What caused this explosion is still unknown, but one of the theories for the Tunguska event was that it was an effect of the death ray designed by Nikola Tesla. The reason why some people theorize that the meteorite is a reference to the Tunguska event is because of the fact that Marko Dragic's lab is right next to this meteorite, and Marko Dragic is a character based on Nikola Tesla. This cutscene from Pouring Forth Oil 4 is almost completely copy and pasted from a movie called The Assassination of Jesse James. Take a look for yourself.
I like it. Get moving.
In the special edition of Red Dead Redemption 2, there is a bonus mission where you rob the bank of Rhodes with Uncle and Charles. Here is a little showcase of it.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Come on.
Just no wine in there, Arthur Morgan.
Oh, shut up. I'll make you wine. All right. Wake up, beautiful.
Let's see what we got in here. Check those other vaults.
It's not much, but I still wish I got the special edition so I could play this mission. I have to put a spoiler warning on this, so if you don't want the ending of the game spoiled for you, I would highly advise you to skip to this timestamp shown on screen. It's possible to get Micah's revolver after you kill him in the epilogue. However, it's possible to get it much earlier in the game by using a very simple method. Let me show you.
Okay, I'll go first. You're dead, you sons of bitches!
So that marks the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I will see you next time. Goodbye.